Hello again. Welcome to another guide. This one is going to be for marksman hunters and their rotation. First thing I should note is that I have my bars set up as such. I have this Proc Master macro. Let me show you what that does. I have a cat, which if you look at the talents of the cat, you have this nifty thing called Call of the Wild. Your pet roars, increasing your pet's and your melee and ranged attack power by 10%. Lasts 20 seconds. So I have that here. I cast Call of the Wild, cast Rapid Fire, cast Serpent Sting. If I had a trinket that had a use on it, a /use, I would use that as well. The reason I call it Proc Master is because I used to have a trinket that had a chance on equip, a chance to do a certain ability. When it procced, I would use the Proc Master as well, because generally that ability is to increase agility, which increases attack power, or just to increase attack power or increase haste. Any of those things you want to benefit the most from, so you want to do your Call of the Wild, your Rapid Fire, and recast your Serpent Sting. As you can see here, my Serpent Sting does 7668 nature damage right now, and I'm currently buffed with 90 agility food, Flask of the Winds, which is a 300 agility. I have my Aspect of the Hawk on, that's 829 attack power from my talents, and I also have my True Shot Aura. So my overall attack power is 11171. Okay? Now, when my pet does its Roar of Courage, it increases my agility by 549. It lasts for 1 minute. It has a 45-second cooldown, so it's always up. So let's just pop that real quick, and we'll see my attack power is at 12,440. That's going to be my base attack power for the entire fight. And as of right now, my Serpent Sting has gone up to 7276 nature damage. So that's basically the start of it. You want to start out, and I also have Tia's Grace, which stacks up to 10 times, and you want to wait to pop your your Rapid Fire and your Call of the Wild until you have all 10 stacks, because you want all 10 stacks of that extra attack power to be increased by your Roar or Call of the Wild. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to send in the pet and start our rotation. Serpent Sting, Chimera Shot, Arcane, to bleed off all the focus. Then you do your 2 steady shots to get your plus 15% haste. Whenever you're out of focus, you spam steadies, and we're gonna do another 2 here, and Chimera, and we get our free aim shot. Steady to refresh that. Do a couple of Arcanes. Steady, Chimera. We have all 10 of our stacks of the Tia's Grace now, so right now I'm doing 11k, 11.3k. I'm going to bleed off all my stuff and then Proc Master it. Couple steadies, put a new Serpent Sting on. Steady, Chimera. Arcane, steady, Arcane, steady, Chimera Shot, reset that, Rapid Fire, I'm doing 12.6, this isn't a completely, best case scenario for me here. I've gotten up to 14k before, but since I'm talking, I'm not doing everything I can. I'm at 13k now. So that's a good indication of what the rotation should be like. Steady shot twice in a row always, no matter what, to keep your 15% up. Always refresh your Serpent Sting whenever you can with the Chimera Shot. See, I have 2 seconds, 1 second. And boom. Couple of things here I should note. This is a Hunter Focus Bar add-on that I have right here, so I don't have to keep looking up here for my focus. It also shows my relevant buffs that I have. My improved steady shot, my Master Marksman effect stacks. There's 3 right now. There's 4. I'm going to get a free aim shot soon. There it is. Boom. It shows you how long you have on that free aim shot on the left side. Always keep that improved steady shot up. Boom, boom, free. Notice I had my Chimera shot, but I had only 1 second left on my improved steady shot, so I did 2 of those, even though, yeah, I could have hit the Chimera shot, but that interrupts that 2 thing, that 2 proc. Bleed off excess. 2 steadies should give me enough focus by the time I'm done here to get the Chimera. Free aim shot, and I've only had to use the Serpent Sting once. And that's a good enough demonstration. Basically, I'm hanging out around 12.5k. Just to give a little context here of my gear. If you're using the player score or gear score add-on, my gear score is 7858 right now. I'm not trying to stroke my EP or anything. I'm just giving you a baseline of what my gear is at. I have all heroic gear, or gear that I got from rep vendors, like this Windhome helm is from the from these guys, Wildhammer Clan. I'm almost exalted with them, but you get it at Revered. Wow, Blizzard achievement. Script error. The Amulet of Dull Dreaming and the pants are both from the Justice Points vendor. Everything is basically 346 or higher. Basically heroic gear or purchased gear from all sorts of places. This is from the Omnitron defense system in Blackwing Descent. I have the Treadsman Learned from Guardians of Hyjal, and I crafted the belt myself with my leatherworking. Amber Messenger is a wonderful bow, comes from the last boss in Blackrock Caverns. Saliza's Spear, it's an okay two-hander, nice polearm for hunters, comes from the first boss in Lost City of Tol'vir. The Nautilus Ring comes from, of course, gee, it's water related. That comes from the from one of the bosses in Throne of the Tides. Tia's Grace comes from Lost City, last boss. Skardin's Grace, that comes from Grim Batol. Basically, everything's heroic or higher. 346 item level or higher. All properly enchanted. And maybe not the best enchants. Mastery or haste is going to be good. I personally think haste is better than mastery, because haste not only increases the number of steady shots you can get off in a certain amount of time, it also increases your focus generation. So haste, I think, is probably a better bet. But mastery will do in a pinch, is the way I see it, at least for a marksman hunter. So that said, that's all I have to show you now. I hope you learned a little bit about the rotation. You'll notice I'm using before in 4.0.1 I said, hey, use kill command. But Arcane Shot is actually probably better. You have more opportunities to crit. It's not on a cooldown. You can use it whenever you need to bleed off some focus. And one other thing I wanted to show you. I'm going to put this in the description. I have a Misdirect macro that is great in conjunction with your glyphs. You have the glyph of misdirection, which resets your cooldown if you misdirect to your pets. If you are just doing things on your own, this really helps because it misdirects to your pet if you don't have a focus target when you're in a dungeon. Let's say this guy is my focus. I just click here, use my focus. I would misdirect to him. If I don't have a focus, it misdirects to my pet. That's pretty much what that macro does. So when you're soloing, your misdirect works. So as you can see, I go from right to left. Misdirect, Sting, Arcane, Chimera, Spam Studies. And I hang out in this area the entire time. 3, 4, 5, 6. When it comes to AoE, you're basically looking at multi-shot, 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 multi-shot. You do your multi-shot, it crits, and since it's 20 instead of 40 focus, you can get 4 of them off, and with your focus regen during that time, you may be able to get a 5th one off. You may get a killing blow, which gives you rapid killing, which procs your rapid recuperation, giving you 50 focus instantly. That gives you 2 more 20 focus multi shots. Hopefully you get another killing blow in that time. Oh, and, well, you have a half one, 10 focus left, but during those first 2 you're probably regenning 10 focus anyway. So that extra 50 focus actually gives you 3 extra multi shots. Hopefully you get a killing blow in one of those 3, so you get another 50 focus, and that's how you chain your multi-shots together. That's pretty much what, the nice benefit of Marksman Hunters. Add to that the concussive barrage, where your multi-shots daze targets for up to 4 seconds. It makes kiting mobs really easy. In fact, as a Marksman Hunter, I am pretty much in charge of kiting the adds in the last boss of Blackrock Caverns, keeping them away from the tank so the tank doesn't get the debuff. I daze them, put down frost traps, that kind of thing. I don't do it full time. We just, when the tank needs to be healed, I pull him away, let the debuffs drop off, and then he gets the heals up, and then I can go back to DPSing the boss. So that's pretty much a little bit of strategy. I hope to show a few things in the actual context of a dungeon eventually. That'll be another video, and also I'll go through this talent tree in another video as well. Thanks for watching.